You have to say it that way.
Yep, Slayer. Right, so he's dragged me in. He's dragged me in because he wants to show me his order of his favourite Slayer albums. I'm just gonna nod my head and stuff because I haven't really got an opinion.
Yeah,
I don't rank things. Like
no, you're not nerdy like that, are you? Like me, I'm terrible.
I like it, you know. To be honest, it's been a fucking.
But it'd be interesting to see your take on what you think of the albums.
What I even remember, to be honest. I've not listened to a lot of them for a fucking yonk. So,
certainly the modern ones not as much.
No, definitely not. And half of them I bought them. Some of the real modern ones I haven't even got. Have you got the most recent one?
I've got every album except Well Painted Blood.
Right, so you're not gonna.
I'll remember in my head some of the songs that.
Right, but it's a bit hard to rank it though. You've not actually listened to it that much though.
Oh no, I've heard it a lot. I just haven't owned it.
Alright, fair enough.
I have heard it quite a lot.
Yeah.
But so before we start, I'd like to know how you got into Slayer and what was your first album you heard?
I think it was Raining Blood was the first one I heard. It was because
start, is it?
No, I was going to Monsters of Rock '88, and I think when did it come out? 88, 87. When did it come out?
86.
86, right, cool. Right, so I was surrounded on mate's house who I was going to go out to that gig with, and he played it. He said, "Listen to this. This is a band called Slayer, a new band called Slayer, like." And he played it to us, and I was like, "What? Fucking hell!"
Yeah.
It was just like a violent smack in the face with a shovel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was but I don't remember when I actually got around to actually buying any Slayer albums myself.
Yeah.
But obviously I did eventually. Probably. I don't remember buying it actually, but I have it, so I must have bought it at some point. I'm assuming reasonably quickly after I heard it the first time, but I don't do memories either particularly much. My brain's.
He doesn't do memories.
No, remembering things or deciding which are my favourites.
Oh, fuck! I knew I forgot something. A fucking beer.
Oh right, yeah. Well, we can't get it. We'll pause it. I just edit it. I'll edit it later.
Oh fucking! I'm getting the beer.
Okay. I don't know. Preparation, eh?
I won't be a second.
What's he like?
Quick as you like. Quick as you like. Yeah, I got into Slayer. My first album I heard was South of Heaven.
Right.
Actually, so I never got the South of Heaven comparison to Raining Blood because it was the first one I heard.
I don't remember the first time I saw Slayer live or anything like that. I don't remember what tour they were on when I first. Must have been South of Heaven. Must have been the first time I saw them on tour.
I'd have to have seen that.
I don't fucking remember.
I think I didn't see them until the 90s. I think maybe Donut in 95 or something like that. Maybe the first one to see Slayer, so a little bit later for me.
I remember seeing them at Donut in 95. That's when I made headline.
Fucking pit was violent as fuck.
I could barely stand because I went with him. I wasn't planning on going, but then like a mate, he's someone I know, an acquaintance. Someone had pulled out of going, so I ended up getting his ticket off him at the last minute, like the night before kind of thing. And I actually got there, I hadn't had a fucking chance to go to the bank and get any money out or anything, so I spent the whole fucking day with nothing to eat.
That's right, man.
And he had a fucking bag full of spliffs, so I wasn't really much of a spliffer, but I was like, well fuck it, I can't afford a beer.
Yeah.
But I absolutely fucking wankered on this freaking spliff, so I wasn't really much into doing spliff anyway, to be honest.
No.
But when I heard I was fucking flat on my back, like, you know, practically asleep when Slayer came on, and somewhere in my little pea brain went, Slayer! I can hear Slayer! And I remember getting up, I felt like a fucking, it was so slow, me standing, it felt like if I could, I felt like I was a tree growing, I was going that slow to get up.
And the ironic thing is...
And I had a good headbang to Slayer,
The ironic thing is, while you were fucked, I was going mental in the pit.
In the pit,
Fucking... Honestly, it's lethal. Yeah. But no, I got into them through South of Heaven. What it was, there was this BBC documentary on metal, about '89.
That wasn't the one with Napalm Death.
I think it was a Napalm Death as well. Yeah. And they interviewed Tom Araya and had some like footage from them playing live, probably at Hammersmith Odeon. It just blew me away. Their backdrop was, because it's a South of Heaven song, so the backdrop was like a church. And the way they would just like, they'll be on the drum rise and then at the beginning of the song then just walk forward like at start. So it just looked so badass. You know, so who are these guys?
I think I need to do a Google search actually on what gigs they've done in London, because I'm like, I
think it was Hammersmith.
I remember it would have been a Hammersmith Odeon. All the big gigs at that time were Hammersmith Odeon, but fuck knows, I can't remember. I'm sure I must have seen them before '95.
Yeah.
Depends how many times they come over. I can't think of a tour that they did or anything like that.
There's the famous tour in '94 of them with Machine Head. That was quite a big tour, but and it was Tom Arai's fucking headbanging. That just like shocked me. The headbanging, like what's going on? And it just was like really dark and fast. And I just thought, this is the band for me. That blew me away. Well, anyway, so I'm going to rank the albums, and the only album I've not included, like, because I've watched loads of Slayer rankings. There's lots on YouTube. They're really great to watch, but a lot have the Undisputed Attitude in their rankings. Right. But to me, it's a covers album.
So
you
can't rank that.
Yeah, you can't rank that. And what I would say is most people hate it, but I actually really like it. Because I like punk.
You like the originals.
Yeah,
of them,
I like. Well, some of the bands I didn't.
Yeah, but you can't compare it. You can't compare it against the rest of the Slayer stuff.
No, you can't.
It's not their songs. It's somebody else's songs. They're just covering.
I just love the ferocious nature the way they covered the songs.
Right,
it's just brutal as fuck.
Listen to it, to be honest.
It's good. It's good. Well, you might not like it because it's punky, to be honest.
Yeah, but they're doing it. Slayer.
Yeah,
Slayer awesome. Isn't it? Then I probably wouldn't even know it was punk.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really, really good. So I like it. Most people don't, but.
I'm gonna go off on a tangent there. Like, I was listening to like a Cloven Hoof song, a few times. Like, it's a live one. I never even fucking knew it was a Tom Jones cover. Literally, until I was doing notes for my upcoming podcast, like Daughter of Darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, so they do it on a live album. And
not unusual, not that.
No. And it was like, apparently it's a bloody Tom Jones song. I was like, what? Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Different.
Like Tori Amos's version of Rain in Blood.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking hell, you want to hear that?
I think I've seen it, but I felt
it's unreal.
It's like, what the
It's just piano and her singing. It's weird, but...
What the fuck did she do that for?
Bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, why did she choose to do that, though?
Because she did a covers album, and
she's thought, just pick one at random, Rainy Blood by Slayer. That's really in my fucking ballpark.
It's very strange.
Oh well, never mind.
Yeah.
I actually did...
I actually don't mind it, because it's really different.
Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, come on. Come on, man.
Right, so I've got every album except World Paint. So it was, my top 6 are quite easy to order, because they're like my classics, and I love them. The bottom 5...
You start at the bottom, then
I'm starting at the bottom, yeah. But bottom 5 are really tough, because... There ain't no bad Slayer albums, and I didn't want any to be at the bottom.
No, they weren't quite as good as they were, but I think that's because, in the 90s kind of thing, they weren't quite, a lot of people would put them down a lot, and they had a few good tracks on every single album, really, but I think it's just like, it's hard to sort of maintain the fucking energy and the enthusiasm that you got with the early albums, you know what I mean? Or was it the fact that Slayer were going downhill, or was it just the fact that people were fucking...
No, because I love it all.
Weren't comparing them favourably to the earlier ones?
Yeah, a lot of that, but the thing is...
like a bad Slayer album is still fucking better than a lot of other...
but there ain't any bad ones.
No, but even a bad one is better than a fucking 95% of other bands, if you know what I mean, is what I was getting at.
There is one album that most people think is bad, but I actually quite like. But no, I think the newer albums are actually really good. It's just they're up against...
I thought they got really good again in the 90s, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean...
That, was it Christ Illusion? I picked that one up. I thought that was a return to fucking the early days for me. I thought, some of the tracks on there, I thought it was really cool.
The last 3 albums are really aggressive and produced well. The only thing is, I find it hard to connect to like the new albums and the classics.
Yeah, I just don't think I give them enough airplay, because you just don't get enough time in the day to fucking listen to them all properly, otherwise you probably would get into them, but there's just one thing is definitely sure, they never fucking wimped out like fucking Megadeth and Metallica,
never wimped
or
out.
Anthrax.
Even Anthrax,
fucking hell, definitely. So
right, let's start with number 11 then.
Right, 11 albums,
11 albums,
not counting the
not counting the Undisputed. So I've got...
What about EPs? You got an EP?
Nah, because there's a great EP, All in the Chapel. It's a great EP of that.
Just full lengths then, yeah?
Just full lengths.
Come on in.
Well, I'm going for Well Painted Blood at number 11, and that came out in 2009. It's really good.
That's the most recent one?
No, it's not the most recent, no.
I can't fucking remember.
I know. You'll know this is going to be education for you.
And then reminder.
It's a fucking good album, but it's number 11. You know, the title
What tracks are on that one?
The title track's really good. Hate Worldwide is really good. I like Psychopathy Red, which is about serial killer from, like Russia.
Okay. Chikatilo?
Could be, yeah, probably. Public Display of Dismemberment has blast beats on it, which is quite unusual for Slayer. That's a really good track.
Who's drumming on that album?
David Lombardo.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was back by then. Yeah. And that it's really cool. Not of This God.
Are you showing it, or is that the one you haven't got?
That's one I ain't got, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Oh, it was the most recent one you said you haven't got.
No, I got the recent one.
Oh, you got the most recent one, so I'm getting confused there.
Yeah.
Well, was it really 2009?
2009.
Fucking over 10 years ago.
I know, it's crazy,
to me,
isn't
it
it?
feels like it's a fucking new album.
Well, time flies, isn't it, when you get old?
Hell, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I think anything in the 2000s is new.
I don't think I've got that album anyway. I don't think I ever bought that album. I think it's one of those I completely kind of.
There's some experimental stuff on it as well, but I think it's a really cool album.
Not as experimental as Morbid Angel's last one.
No.
That's what I liked about Slayer. They fucking stuck to their guns, you know what I mean? A lot of people will get fucking, oh, they're not experimenting enough. They're just doing the same thing over and over again. Yes, that's fucking right. That's what we fucking want.
They do change here and there.
Yeah, a bit, but yeah.
But they keep the core of Slayer's sound.
Yeah. Right, so Well Painted Blood, number 11.
Number 10?
Yeah.
We got Christ's Illusion.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a cool.
Yeah, well, I like that one. I wasn't fucking trying to do an order in my head, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was like number 4 or 5 for me. I was thinking because
some people do like this.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, and I was like excited to be like listening to it again. To go oh yes, there's a real return to like form. I thought.
Fair enough.
After a couple of ones that seemed a bit mediocre to me, I remember playing this in someone's car when I picked it up, and I was like, yeah, this is fucking kicking ass. I actually went and bought it within a couple of months or weeks or whatever of it actually coming out.
It is kick ass.
Yeah.
It is.
So
great album cover. They returned the guy that did the Rain in Blood album cover, and South of Heaven. So it's a really fucking morbid kind of album cover. Quite disturbing, really. A sort of ruggy Christ with no arms.
Yeah.
And this was Return of David Lombardo.
Right.
As well. My eyes can see it. But no, it's really cool.
I can't remember fucking half of it.
Fleshstorm Catalyst is pretty good.
I remember listening to it a few times when I first got it and thinking it was really cool, but then.
This is the first post 9/11 album as well, so you got a lot of songs around that subjects, like Eyes of the Insane, which is
isn't there one about a jihadi or something like that?
It's called Jihad.
Yeah,
it's called Jihad.
Yeah,
My eyes aren't too good. Yeah.
There on the right.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Squinty McGinty.
You know, glasses.
Why are you wearing them?
That's about a terrorist, but it's going. The story is from the terrorist's eyes point of view.
Yeah.
Jeff Hanneman is these kind of twisted stuff. What we got? Catatonic's pretty good. Black Serenade. That last one there, can you see? Supremacist. Yeah, that's got
Supremacist, is
first time the blast beats on the Slayer album. It's pretty cool.
Is that white supremacy or something like that? Maybe.
No, I think it's just God stuff. Again, anti-God stuff, maybe. But the best song on the album for me is Cult. That's fucking an awesome song. And I always think that the riffing at the beginning and just the lyrics, and I just think that should have been the first song. It feels like it should be been the opening. Yeah. Because one thing Slayer do well is they always kick an album off really well. Yeah. Usually, you know.
Most bands try and do that. They always try to put the best songs right, quite early to get people in.
That's them at the time. So yeah, I like it, but
is that like a matte finish? It's,
like paper finish.
Yeah, different paper stuff. Not like shiny paper, is it? It's like a rough, coarser looking paper. Right, so that was number 10.
Yeah, number 9 we got their last album, which is Repentless.
Right.
Wicked album cover. Yeah. Again, it's just disturbing album cover. I love it.
Head of John the Baptist or something, or
head
of Christ.
Just fire around and lots of weird shit going on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with CDs, you can't really. It needs to be an album, doesn't it?
To get a proper view of it. Isn't there something about the Slayer logo, or one of the swords isn't put back or something, or something's missing from there? Isn't it? Because wasn't it on one of the album covers the demon's holding a sword from the logo?
That's the first album.
Yeah, and then the rest of them, that sword is not on the logo.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure that you don't see it all the time. It's stuck behind the heads and stuff like that. I'm sure there was something like that. I remember hearing. Well, I don't know. I can't remember the. Fuck knows. I heard some fact that I'm only half remembering now, basically.
David Obando apparently did the thing.
The logo. Oh,
yeah.
The original one, yeah.
Yeah. So Paul Bostoff comes back in this album, and they get Gary Holt from Exodus, because obviously the passing of Jeff Hanneman, which is very sad.
Yeah.
I really like this album.
Was that the only one they did post Hanneman?
Yeah, the only one. Yeah, 2015.
Right.
Even that's 5 years ago.
That was 2015.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Crazy, isn't it?
Jesus wept.
Some people have a career in
Mind
that
you,
time.
they toured fucking quite a lot of that, didn't they? They were touring for about 4 years, weren't they, off it?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Long time.
Yeah,
when did they do their last gig? Was that over a year ago now? Or was it seemed like it was
about a year ago, I think. Yeah.
So it was about 4 years.
I see him at Bloodstock. That was the last time I see him. They were pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, I think I saw them when they were doing that Raining Blood tour.
Yeah.
They did that again.
Yeah.
I went to see him at the Brixton Academy. Got a free ticket for that. That was fucking handy. Mike took us there. We fucking saw about half a fucking song by Anthrax. That's all we caught by the time we got there, which was fucking annoying.
Oh, really?
I'd like to have seen Anthrax. They had Joe Belladonna back, and they were doing it proper Anthrax. But we saw all of Slayer, and it was fucking good. I've seen fucking Slayer free at least twice. Because I remember seeing them at Hammersmith Apollo as well. Neen's mate got free tickets for it.
Loads of times.
They were free now. It's about free.
Oh right, free.
Yeah,
right.
So it's twice I've seen them free.
Oh right.
Well, actually, saying that, I'm not sure if I saw them at. If I paid when I went to.
I've never seen them for free.
Monsters of Rock. Because the guy had, the guy who was supposed to have had a ticket, he fucking decided not to go, and I think he gave me the ticket. So I think I've seen them 3 times for free. That's fucking good stuff, isn't it? Memories, they're coming back.
Yeah, they are. They're slowly filtering in.
Can't remember anything about the bands, the music.
I wanted to go to that done it in '92, but I didn't in the end, and I've got it all on tape. So I got the Slayer gig on tape.
It was '92. You were saying '95 earlier on.
No, they did '95 as well.
Right, I was talking about '92 when Iron Maiden was supporting.
Oh right,
that's when I saw them at.
Yeah.
So you saw them in '95.
I saw them '95.
Oh, I saw them '92.
Okay. There you go.
Fuck it.
I would have liked to see them in '92 because I've got it on tape, cassette tape, and it was awesome. So yeah, the thing I love about this album, it's funny actually, no one's really mentioned it in the other videos, but I like the production.
Right.
The guitars sound really like they're down tuned or something. They sound really fucking heavy.
Yeah.
I love the heaviness of it. So like a track like Vices, which is slow, sounds really heavy.
I feel I've seen a couple of bits of video in passing. That's about it really.
It takes. At first I didn't really like it, and then you sort of slowly get into it, but. Delusion of Saviour, which is the intro, really cool, and Repent This type of track's excellent.
Didn't they make like a load of like music videos that were kind of on a theme or something like that, like something to do with prison, someone getting away, and like people being killed in prison yards and shit like that? I'm sure they were supposed to. I thought I'd heard that there was like they made a few different videos of different songs, and they were all on a theme. I thought I'd heard that. But again, that's my fucking pathetic brain. It doesn't do remembering very well. Probably making up. I probably dreamt it.
Yeah.
I woke up one morning, had a dream about Slayer making a series of videos that had a theme, and
now it's your thing.
fooled myself into it being true.
You might be right. I don't know.
Be right. I know there's a comic book. There's a Slayer Repent This comic book.
Is there really?
Yeah, there was. I think
wow.
that had a little 4-part or something like that. I need to maybe buy that one day.
They did the Repent This Killology, which was their last live album and film.
Right.
That was
maybe
cool.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Maybe you
was
are.
it? Was it a film?
It's like a film, like a live film, but also some stuff in it as well.
So live footage with linking.
I think so. Yeah, that's probably what you're thinking of, because I haven't seen
so.
it. It was actually in the cinema for one day.
Okay.
I should have went and saw it. But,
yeah.
When the Stillness Comes Call, Chasing Death, about killing yourself with alcohol.
Oh yeah, you said that you
could
might be.
Yeah, a little bit about Jeff Hanneman maybe. Piano Wire is the last song written by Jeff Hanneman.
Oh, yeah.
The last 3 songs are awesome. Atrocity Offender, You Against You, and Pride and Prejudice. I like it. It gets a bit of mixed reaction really, this one, but I quite like it. I think it's a good way to go out.
Yeah. But was that
2015.
ninth? Was that in your list?
That's
I'm
ninth,
losing
yeah,
track.
ninth.
At 9.
At 9. At number 9.
Yeah. I'm guessing now what your list is because they seem to be having in a pile there. Next
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
I
yeah.
bet.
Don't look.
I bet next one's gonna be. Oh, is it Diabolus Musica?
It's controversial because most people hate this album.
Right, but yeah, but hey, it's not high on the list, is it? It's reasonably high, but
Yeah, but this is often people's bottom album.
Yeah.
And this often is people's album they don't like.
I didn't think it was that bad when it first came out. I remember when it
it.
first came out. I know everyone was saying, "Oh, the fucking media were all like on Slayers, but yeah, they're all fucking looking for the next fucking big thing to suck my cock off." You know what I mean? Rather than like liking the bands that had come before, and it was like it became cool to diss Slayer all of a sudden. You know?
but the fans as well, because like people.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the time, a lot of the time, it starts off with the media saying stuff, and then you start thinking to yourself, "Oh, is it bad?" And then your mates start saying, "Oh yeah, it's crap. They turned to shit." And and I think a lot of that is kind of like self-fulfilling in a way. That, you know what I mean? You sort of, I don't know.
Well, the tag they got, the tag they got with this album is Slayer's gone new metal, and they have
the logo's a bit shit.
Yeah,
but
it's bollocks really. I mean,
is that what was on that though? Because I can't remember. Well, I'm gonna read that tracks while you're talking. Go on, you carry on talking.
Yeah.
Bitter Peace, Death's Head,
track.
State
Good.
of Mind, Over Enemy, Perversions of Pain, Love to
Excellent.
Hate, Desire, In the Name of God, Scrum,
good.
Screaming from the
Scrum's
Sky,
excellent.
Wicked and Point. I don't
Point's
remember
good.
any of them, to be honest. I don't remember any of those tracks. So maybe it is shit.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
They got tagged with they've gone new metal, and it's not really the case. I mean, to be fair, there's little bits of it in there. I'm not going to lie, there's a couple of songs that do have that kind of slightly groove metal, slightly new metal sort of vibe, like State of Mind and Love to Hate. But really, it's still Slayer doing fucking awesome music for me. I mean, Bitter Peace is a great opening. I like State of Mind, Death's Head, Perversion of Pain is awesome. In the Name of God,
I think the thing more with me at that point, like, I kind of like maybe bought into a little bit that Slayer aren't as good as they used to be, maybe not as fast as they were. But at that point, I was getting more into death metal. I was listening. I had so many albums I was buying every bloody month.
This was 98, 1998.
I just didn't have enough chance, enough time to listen to it. But yeah,
pretty some dark shit inside though with the photos.
Is that the cut up arm or is that a different thing?
Nah, it's a different, about a strange brain being ripped from a head or something.
Oh yeah,
like someone shot themselves. I think, like, and
you've really fucking
what?
Destroyed that one, haven't you?
Well, I've had it a while.
Putting it away, look at that.
I've had it a while.
This is how not to look after your CDs, people. Be careful as you put them away in the case. Did you put it away drunk a few times?
That's a bit mad.
There's a bloke who's
been shot in the head.
Shot in the head. Did you put it away drunk a few times, or use it as a tea coaster or something?
I couldn't tell you. I've had it a long time, probably.
Yeah, you just.
There's also a song called Scrum in it. Kerry King decided to write a song about rugby.
Really? Is it actually about rugby?
Yes, because he's a big rugby fan.
I'm gonna read
so that's awesome. A song about rugby. Come on. Now I like it. I understand why people don't know. Don't get me wrong. I do understand why people don't like it, but I
baseline,
like
goal line, overtime, killing time. I suppose it could be about rugby. I suppose. They don't have scrums in American football then.
No, he's into his rugby career.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
he might be. He's into contact sport.
I'm going to put it away carefully. So the little sticky up bits that you've managed
sticky uppy bits.
Yeah, you've managed to tear
apart.
Yeah, you have to kind of. Let's see if I can do it from this way, and it might actually. Can you carry on, dear? You carry on, darling, with the next one.
just watching you being gentle.
Trying to. I'm folding them back up. Yeah,
I've already read.
I'll put it in that way and folding them back around. It doesn't actually help you, to be honest. You just see the white tears on the black cover anyway. So never mind.
Right, number 7.
At 7.
It's a great album. It's God Hates Us All.
Yes. It's very true.
With a crappy fucking. This wasn't going to be the album cover. The album cover got banned.
It's a bit
so it's a shit album cover, the reissue. But the album cover was supposed to be that.
Oh yeah.
The Bible with.
I think I've got that
nails and blood.
CD version of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Did it come out of that originally?
I think so. And then it was quickly banned.
Right. There's a Bible with nails in it.
Yeah, Bible with nails in it.
Nails and blood.
Now, but I love this
Ban?
album.
What the fuck are they going to ban it for? This is a fucking book. It's a fucking book with some nails in it and a bit of fake blood. Jesus Christ.
I think Slayer are quite happy, though.
Yeah.
You know, if you get banned, it's a bit of a...
But why, under what rule would they ban it? It's not obscene.
Well,
do they have blasphemy laws in America? They can't...
They're not going to like that shit.
I know they're not going to like it, but I don't think there was actually laws that they could actually ban it for, you know, blasphemy or whatever the hell they banned it for. It's just a picture of a book with a bit of blood on it. It's not like it's X-rated. It's not like a fanny with a fucking nail in it or nothing like that.
I think because they're quite a big band as well.
Yeah, was it actually banned, or was they just, does the record label just say, oh, well, we're going to change it?
I don't think it's a record label. I think
it was actually legitimately banned. Did you
yeah, I think.
Have you checked your sources, young man?
I have.
Okay.
I think they just basically a lot of shops wouldn't take it. And stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, I can imagine that happening.
But you know.
Yeah, so effectively they thought, well, fuck this, we're not going to get any sales like this.
In America,
we'll have to change it, yeah, I know this.
A bloody Bible with nails in America. I don't think they're going to accept that somehow. But anyway, this is a great album. It's the first album not produced by Rick Rubin, actually. But I love this guy called Matt Hyde, but I love the sound of this album. It's
still awesome. Executive producer.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
That just means he sits in a bigger chair.
It just, basically what he does,
the other person's doing the work.
He comes in once a week and says, oh, put that fader up loud, and he fucks off.
And has a couple of spliffs and then buggers off.
He's notorious for actually not producing.
Right.
Like, even though he's this famous producer, but anyway.
Just sits there at the bands do it.
Yeah. But I love this album. It's so angry. Like Kerry King's lyrics in this album, he's so pissed off with religion. You wouldn't fucking believe it. He's attacking it big time on this album. And he's attacking everyone.
Kerry King's on the lyrics then?
Well, with Slayer, it was mainly Kerry King and Hanneman with lyrics.
Yeah.
And in the sort of late 80s, Tom Araya...
Tom just did the singing.
Well, Tom Araya did a lot of the lyrics.
Sung what he was told.
But in the very early
he's supposed
days,
to be a practicing fucking Catholic, isn't he?
No, it's bizarre. I don't know what all that's about. It's a bit strange. But Kerry King hates it. Hates religion.
Yeah. Sensible position.
Early Slayer up to Rain in Blood, it was just King and Hanneman lyrics, mainly. And then Tom Araya took over a lot of the lyrics for South of Heaven, Seasons Abyss. And you can kind of tell. And then Kerry King and Hanneman sort of like...
Took it in turns.
Yeah.
They just wrote whatever, they probably put the lyrics to whatever song
Like Well Painted Blood is mainly Hanneman, this one's mainly King. It sort of went along them lines. But King is the Satan, how Satan have a go at religion. And he was also quite political lyrically and all, so. But yeah, it's brilliant. That's the intro, Disciple, God Hates Us All, awesome track.
So again, I fucking don't remember.
Nah.
I'm not even sure if I bought this one either. I don't know if I got this one. God Hates Us All. No, I did say I got this one because they've got the Bible on it, innit? I'm sure I got it with that one. It's one of those ones.
I haven't heard it much.
No, it's one of those ones I think I picked up from like a second-hand shop or whatever, Mr. CD or something like that. They always got cheaper ones in there. And like probably the same month I bought like 20 other albums or something. Yeah. And I probably got one listen, and that, you know, never got round to listening to it again probably.
It happens, yeah. But God Sends Death is really good. New Faith, wicked. There's a bit where he screams, I keep my Bible in a pool of blood so none of the lies can affect me. Like, Tom Araya's screaming it. Yeah. Like, it's mental. Exile.
Why not just not buy a Bible?
Yeah, just
that would make more sense rather than having to maintain a pool of blood constantly.
Yeah, constantly.
Honestly, haven't thought it through, have they? Haven't thought it through.
Bloodline, that's the sort of more melodic song, that's really good. War Song's mental. Payback is great. It's a good album.
Right. And what number was it? Number 6? So we got.
That was number 7.
Oh, was it number 7? Number 7.
Number 6.
And now number 6.
So these 6 albums are like, to me, they're like the classics in a way. Like
666.
Like the number of Hell Awaits.
Hell Awaits.
Hell Awaits.
This is your number 6.
Number 6 album. Some people have this higher.
Yeah.
It's a cool album. The production's a bit, but it's cool. It sounds really evil, if that's like a possible thing to say. But it sounds kind of disturbing. Although, funny enough, in the production, you can hear Tom Araya's bass. It's probably the only album where you can actually hear his bass playing,
Right.
if you know what I mean. But
Look how young they look.
I know, bless him. I mean, there's extra... On this album, they put extra tracks from the EP, but there's only 7 tracks on the album.
Yeah.
For some reason, this album, all the songs are really long, which is quite unusual for Slayer. They're just
5-minute song there.
Yeah,
6-minute song.
Yeah.
Wow.
They just did it for this album.
Yeah.
And then the next day, it was mega short songs, but it's such a good album. Hell Awaits is awesome. Kill Again, I love Kill Again. At Dawn They Sleep. Vampire song, really awesome. Yeah, Praise the Death, pretty cool. Yeah, no, that's not on it. Yeah, Crypts of Eternity, 6 minutes 37.
Yeah.
Thrash metal song.
Yeah, that's unusual. Yeah.
Hardening of the Arteries, I like a lot. So it's cool. I like it. The production is still a little wanting. Brian Slagle produced it. You know, the metal for Nations guy, Metal Forces. Fucking cool album though. I like it.
Is that double?
Well, yeah, because this
double,
version's with the Halton the Trap War EP.
Oh, included.
Yeah, thrown in, included, yeah. So, cool stuff. I don't know, the album covers sort of slightly that.
Yeah,
I mean, like...
It's alright. Let's have a look at these swords. I'm sure there was one like...
it's of its time.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there was something like this, the fucking guy off the cover. You got it in the next one anyway. Like he's taken one of the swords and it never gets replaced in the logo or something like that. No, it doesn't. No, it's, I don't know. Yeah, because it's supposed to be it's supposed to be a pentagram, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the bottom one of the pentagram isn't there to create that into a proper 5-pointed star.
Yeah.
Because he's taken that one out in the next album. Spoiler alert! In the next album that you're about to show us. He's taken the one out from that will go across there to make it into a 5-pointed star.
Is that a real thing? Is that a thing you heard?
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
And you can see that it kind of is. It should have been originally, like, I think originally there was going to be one across there to make it into a pentagram. Yeah. It makes it a proper pentagram, doesn't it?
But the devil himself took
it out and then never put it back in the logo.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were ever intended to. So that was number 6, was that? Was
number 6.
That was number 6.
So number 5, we've given
number
it away.
5, I'm giving it away, spoiler alert.
The debut, Show No Mercy. Oh, by the way, that was... Oh, by the way, you know God Hates Us All, that released 2112. 2112. 9/11, it was released on 9/11.
Was it really?
Yeah.
What, on the actual day of the...
Yes.
The plane? Really? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if they did that on purpose to be edgy or whether...
What, no, not the actual, the year after, you mean? Or
no, it was released 9/11, 2001. It was released on the day of the attacks.
When did the attacks happen?
9/11.
Yeah, what year?
September 2001.
So they couldn't have known it at the time then, could they?
No, it's interesting, isn't it?
It's a coincidence. They actually... Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, but they could have saw that because the planes happened early. They could have done that and thought, oh, we better not release it now. And we better put off the release.
Right.
I don't know, it's interesting. I wonder if they did it on purpose.
So, no, I don't say they could do it on purpose. No? They're not gonna, unless the terrorists told them we're going to crash into some buildings today. We might want to put your album out.
It's a spooky coincidence.
No,
it is. Especially an album called God Hates Us All.
Yeah, that is fucking...
Anyway, Hell Awaits come out 85, this is 83.
Even younger. They got the fucking makeup, they got the fucking black around the eyes.
Yeah, into the evil makeup.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting because if you watch the Overkill documentary, Rack Skates, he was doing this sort of shit before Jeff Hanneman. There's a picture of him doing this in like 82 or something with the upside down cross. So he's like, when he saw Jeff, he was like, oh, no, what's going on now?
I'm going to illustrate the sword bit that I was saying. I think I heard it on a podcast recently or something like that, because originally there'd be a sword across there to make it into a proper 5-pointed star.
Yeah,
but you see it's not there now because the Satan figure has got it. And then later on, it's not added into any of the other logos. But apparently originally it was going to be in there to make it a proper 5-pointed star.
It's a wicked album. I mean, like you can hear their influences. You can hear a lot of Judas Priest and Merciful Fate and you know, stuff like that. So like fucking the Antichrist, fucking awesome.
Side
track.
6 and side 66.
Yeah, I know. So they were pushing the Satanist thing a lot on the first couple of albums, just to be
just the evil sort
of just the evil sort of fire, just to piss people off.
Yeah, and it's also it's just like good heavy metal.
Yeah, fodder, innit?
Yeah, basically.
Plus we're big Venom fans.
Yeah.
But Hell Awaits sounds like Venom. This one sounds like Merciful Fate and Priest to me. But Die by the Sword, awesome.
Evil Has No Boundaries is cool track.
Black Magic, fucking brilliant. Chronox is their attempt at doing a kind of almost tuneful song. It sort of doesn't really work. It's a weird one, that one. But no, it's
a lot of people like to make comments about these Slayer solos. About how they're not really proper fucking guitar. Yeah, I fucking like it.
To me,
exactly. I love that.
You're supposed to do like a sort of nice melodic solo to Slayer.
I love the fact that they're just so fucking. Even the solos sound like a scream, don't they? Yeah.
I don't want to hear that in Slayer. It's awesome soloing.
Yeah, definitely.
Funny enough, the Antichrist has a very melodic solo on it. Actually, it's a really cool solo on Antichrist. But no, it's. You can tell their influences, but I think it's a really cool album. The production again is, you know, but money,
that kind of raw production gives it the fucking flavour. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
That kind of gives it that immediacy and that kind of like that raw passion, like you know, in that production somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
If it had been too clean and pristine from the off, it might have put a few people off. Maybe I don't know. It's, you know, it's the fucking the rough elements, the look and the...
They funded the album themselves as well, so you know. Right, the next album, this is where I'm going to get a lot of shit from people because a lot of people don't like this album.
But you do, because this is number 4.
I fucking love this album, and people have it like lower down all the time.
Isn't this when you was first getting into them? This is one of the first albums that you've heard from them.
It would have been early on seeing them at gigs and stuff. So it's quite, and I was a 90s metal kid.
It might have a lot to do with it, really. Yeah. In fact, it's so high on your list is because of the fact that it's one of the ones that you got into when you were first reaching your metal peak, when you first excitement and you know, heavy metal. I like heavy metal.
I spoke like that when I was a kid.
He does too now. He's putting on an extra deep voice just for this video. Right, and it is.
Yeah, drum roll, it's Divine Intervention.
Divine Intervention.
This is a fucking awesome album. This was the first album with Paul Bostoff, right?
Yeah.
And I thought at the time, oh no, David Lombardo's left.
Lombardo, yeah.
As soon as the drum kicks in for Killing Fields, you're like, oh my god, Paul Bostoff is awesome.
He knows what he's doing.
The drumming on this is fucking outrageous.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, Forbidden. Yeah. Outrageous drumming. I love this album. The band often complain about the production because it sounds quite muddy.
Right.
I think it's like a bit more downtuned than that, but I really like the sound of the album. And again, that was going to be the album cover, but the sliced up hand thing.
I need to check is this got 219? Is that on this one?
Yeah. 213, which is Dharma's room.
Yeah, Dharma's apartment.
Fucking excellent song, so creepy as fuck. But like Killing Fields, fucking awesome, really bizarre drum sort of beat to it. Sex, Murder, Art, awesome. To me, this was like a little bit of a return to Raining Blood because they're very fast, sort of aggressive songs, a lot of them.
Just check the
Ditto Head.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty cool one.
Fucking awesome track.
That is too small even for me. That is.
Tell me about it. I don't understand why people. Well, I kind of do understand why people don't like it because it's quite different sounding for Slayer, but I think it's great.
I'm trying to remember the one that's got some like a lyric that I kind of like half remember. But
is it on this?
I don't think it was on that song for some reason. But yeah, 213. I don't know if I can come up with 219.
Yeah, 219.
I knew it was 21 something. I knew it was Dharma's Apartment from Hell.
Serenade and Murder.
It's not my favourite Dharma related song. My favourite Dharma related song is What's That Smell by Macabre.
Oh yeah.
Because that's just fucking funny.
That is, it is great. But no, I fucking Circle Beliefs, wicked thrash song, Mind Controlled. The whole album's great.
And that sort of
Serenity and Murder.
The Slayer carved into the arm, isn't that like a proper real picture, isn't it?
Oh, I've seen the video footage of it.
Someone did that and
set it on fire.
They set it on fire as well.
Yeah. It's
That's
nuts.
the thing with Slayer. Some of their fans are a bit fucking mental.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Yeah.
some they kind of like Slayer. Or, for some fucking metalheads, they're almost like a god force. Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah, I'll lose all my people that are not going to watch it.
But there are some people who get a bit fanatical, a bit OTT about stuff. And Slayer, one of those bands, possibly more than any other, they've got that real kind of cult-y kind of. They could almost be a fucking cult on their own. They could have been. Yeah. You know.
They could have started a religion.
Exactly. They could have done.
Well, one thing about Slayer that I think is unique in metal for metal fans, as far as I can find out, is I've never met any metal fan that doesn't like Slayer.
I feel
Not even slightly.
Yeah, I can't remember if I can name anybody. I think the only ones I'm not even. I'm not too sure, but I think if anyone said I didn't like Slayer, I'd think they're just trying to fucking show off.
Yeah.
Stop showing off.
Yeah.
Of course you like Slayer. Yeah. Of course you like Slayer. Don't be stupid.
Right, the big three.
Yeah, no,
they are the big three.
I mean, maybe not every fucking album by Slayer you might not like, and it might be like, oh yeah, I hate that album, whatever. I can see that, but to not have any kind of liking at all for anything that Slayer have ever done, then fucking hell.
As a metalhead, I can understand rock fans not like it. It's a bit extreme, but a metalhead, come on.
Yeah.
Right, these are the big three, and these are hard to split actually because they're all fucking awesome albums. And this next album is a lot of people's favourites, I've noticed actually.
Right.
But, this is awesome. This is Seasons in the Abyss.
At number 3.
Yeah.
It's got some fucking good tracks on it.
Fucking
Spirit in Black, War Ensemble is a fucking banger.
Great back cover.
War!
Yeah.
War is war. Total war.
It's awesome, isn't it? It's just such a classic phrase. What I love about this album is
when they're fucking flowing, like when you're seeing them live and you're fucking singing along to it.
Yeah.
It's fucking powerful stuff, man.
They always play Royal Ensemble.
Spirit in Black is a lot more sort of slower, but it's got a really fucking good vibe to that.
Yeah.
That song, Spirit in Black,
I
is
love
fucking awesome.
It's got like some really good groovy songs.
Yeah,
in it.
Skeletons of Society. It's another one that's slower, but like it's
awesome
fucking
groove.
Skeletons of Society.
Yeah. And Expendable Youth.
All I see, fragments of what used to be. Something like that. It's fucking really good vibe to it. Although it hasn't got the fucking speed as much, but it's fucking. It's just fucking.
I know. It's a headbang.
Yeah, definitely. It's got a fucking awesome headbang pace, like a nice fucking slow headbang. And it's just fucking catchy as fuck, isn't it, really?
Expendable Youth.
Yeah, how you can listen to the tracks of this and not fucking get something moving. If you're tapping your foot, fucking banging your head or whatever, pumping your fist in the air, it's just good fucking tempo for, having a good headbang too.
Exactly. Fucking Dead Skin Masters is definitely one of the creepiest E-voice songs they've ever wrote. What freaks me out about that song is the end, when you hear fucking someone getting killed by Ed Gein. And he's like, let me out of here. Like, you're like, fuck me, that's scary as shit. That spooked me out big time when I first heard it. Temptation, that I found out fairly recently, that's weird. That's the one with the 2 vocal tracks. Have you ever felt the need? That one. Yeah. And it's like a double track vocal.
Yeah.
Well, what that was is Kerry King wanted Tom to sing it at a different point in the song.
Right.
And what it was, they went back to listen to it, and they accidentally
left it both on the same time.
And then they thought, let's keep it. It sounds pretty cool. So
We'll have to
weird,
listen to that again.
Yeah. And Seasons in the Abyss is such a classic kind of track, isn't it? It's brilliant. I love it. It has the aggression of thrash, but also like a lot of melody as well as groove.
For some people think that Seasons of Abyss is the best song off that album. It's surprising it's at the fucking end of it though, isn't it?
Well, I guess they often put like a fast one to start with and then end with maybe a classic.
Yeah, War Song was a fucking good one to kick off with. It's just that chorus is just fucking amazing.
Yeah. And they did do, they were doing the Rain in Blood all the way through. They did do this album all the way through for this anniversary.
Right,
actually, which I never went, unfortunately. Might have been just in America.
Yeah.
I think it was like, the Clash of the Titans.
Gigs were getting too expensive by that time, probably.
I think it was like a Clash of the Titans kind of
reunion.
Anniversary or something. Yeah, reunion.
That would be one of the early times that I saw Slayer. I went to Clash of the Titans.
I know, you lucky bastard.
Or maybe that was the first time I saw them.
Oh, lucky old bastard.
Yeah, that was the Wembley Arena, that one, I think.
It was, I remember.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You didn't go to it though, did you?
No, Megan, I wouldn't have enough money.
Mummy,
really.
let me go to the gig.
Well, my mum was weird because she thought, because I wanted to go down in '88.
Yeah.
But my mum, like, thought I'd be killed or something. Like, she was a bit.
You might have been at the fucking front, mate.
Yeah, of course, but
2 people did fucking die.
Yeah. But I think she was a bit worried about me doing anything on my own. Really, at that time, I was quite young.
You couldn't be trusted.
No, I couldn't be trusted.
Careless.
Yeah, still am.
If we walk into a wall or
I'll
something.
scared I can't be trusted now. Fuck me.
Yeah. And at number 2.
Number 2. Yeah, the album that got me into it, Slayer. It's arguably the most melodic album in a lot of ways, but I fucking think it's awesome. Great album cover as well. Fucking South of Heaven.
A lot slower in comparison to Raining Blood, but it's again like some of the slower tracks on the last one we was talking about. It's just really fucking great tempo for fucking headbanging to. Yeah. And like just a great fucking groove and a great fucking hook to the songs as well. The riffs fucking carry you along, you know?
It's fucking great. I think what it was, because they did Raining Blood, like in interviews with Tom Araya,
you can't get any faster.
No, they thought they were saying they set the standard for a Flash album. There's no point doing that again, you know. Yeah. And they went the other way because these vocals are a lot more spoken and a lot more less screamy as well, like on the album. But it's just.
But he's delivering the vocals as well, and some of the fucking lines is fucking cool. Bastard sons begat your cunting daughters, promiscuous mothers of your incestuous fathers. Chaos, rampant in an age of distrust. Yeah,
it's just awesome.
He fucking you just get fucking hooked on listening to his vocals and what he's saying and the way he fucking sings them, you know? Yeah, definitely.
The thing with Season of Abyss and South of Heaven is Tom Araya took over a lot of the lyrics, and you can really tell because I think he's a little bit more grounded with the lyrics. Like South of Heaven is about hell on earth. Fucking Silent Scream is about abortion. Yeah. You know, he's a little bit more. It's a little bit real.
Less fantasy. Yeah. Less kind of demons.
Yeah. He's much more into.
Demons are coming.
Yeah. He's not into that. Yeah. He's into writing about real shit.
Yeah, but similar kind of themes.
Still sick, like.
Similar themes almost, but in a less cartoonish way. Yeah. A less fantastical kind of.
Plus, he'll do lyrics about serial killers and stuff like that as well. He's into that, but one thing I love about this album is the drumming as well. Dave Lombardo's drums are really loud in the mix. Right. They're fucking awesome. Yeah, side A is just flawless. Like fucking Silent Scream is awesome. Live Undead. Behind the Crooked Cross, that's like the first Slayer song you could sing to. Right. It's like really melodic. Time melts away in this living inferno. You know, so you can sing to it for God's sake. Mandatory Suicide. Right.
I can sing to all Slayer.
Oh yeah.
Not very well, as you've seen just a minute ago. But you know.
Ghost of War, Ruben
they're sort of familiar, but it's been a fucking age since I've listened to them all. I was just thinking to myself, like, my top 3 might be the same as your top 3, but I'm thinking that maybe. That one will become before this one. Yeah,
it does for a lot of people, to be fair. I think
because this one may be a little bit too much slow. I mean, it's all good slow stuff. It's all good paced, but like I think there's a couple of nice fast ones on the one after. I can't fucking remember the name now. Fucking that one.
Seasons in Abyss.
That's the one. Keep pointing at it. I'm fucking. I only looked at it.
That one.
I only looked at it 5 minutes ago, and I've forgotten the fucking name of it already. I really have got a fucking shit memory, and also I haven't listened to it for fucking.
Yeah, but you got a good memory for other things.
I know. I have weird fucking memory, honestly. Like
Spill the Blood is awesome, the last track. Distant Aggressor is the Judas Priest cover.
Yeah, I was thinking that was.
Yeah.
But what's Aggressive Perfector?
That was their first song they ever recorded from the Metal Massacre.
Because that one to me always sounds like it's a Judas Priest cover for some reason.
Because it's really early, probably.
Yeah. And I remember hearing that, like I think
I love it.
Did it come as a bonus track on something like that? And I was like, wow, this sounds like,
Yeah, but I think it was like the first thing they recorded from the Metal Massacre thing for Brian Slagel. Yeah. But I love that track actually, it was awesome. And
that was really weird because I was trying to remember Aggressive Perfector earlier on, and literally, I couldn't remember it, and I just started talking, and it just came out. It's like my mouth remembered the fucking, my mouth remembered the name, and my brain didn't remember it. I was quite surprised actually. I just clocked that. Right, so that's it then. That's all of them.
See ya. Bye.
Oh no.
I think that's number 2 for me because I think it's kind of close to my heart, being it's like the first one. But this one, oh my god.
Yeah. If it hadn't been number 1, I would have thrown you out of the house. So it's probably a good thing.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't fucking. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't. It's not their number 1. Fair enough. You can probably make
a lot of people pick Seasons.
Yeah, I know.
But there's still most people's number 1 though.
To me, you could not have listened to this. Like I remember I was going to a gig or something, and I hadn't listened to it for a few years. Someone bunged it on the fucking tape, on the tape deck or whatever, on the fucking thing, and it was like, wow, it's fucking blowing you away again, and like fucking remembering, like, oh shit, yeah, this is a fucking, and just unrelenting. It's like barely a fucking pause for breath in between each fucking song. You know,
that's right. It's in your face,
and it feels like it's going on for ages because it's so fucking. It's like it's like, I don't know, it's wearing you out almost. It's so fucking unrelentlessly bludgeoning, and then it's over. And the fucking crack of thunder with rain and blood and all that. And it's like less than half an hour, but it's like fucking hell, what a ride though. The thing every time you listen to it.
Tom Araya talks about Necrophobic, like it's like 1.5 minutes long, but there's 2 verses, 2 choruses and solos, and it's got like all in 1.5 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the first album that you like, because the other 2 albums, like, you can hear the influences. This just sounds like fucking Slayer.
Yeah.
Do you know
what I mean? Everything they've taken, all the influences they've gathered, and plus their own style that they've created, and they've just gone right, fucking this.
Yeah, I think
heads down.
Yeah, the idea with Rick Rubin and Andy Wallace, who mixed it, was to get rid of all reverb.
Right.
No fucking bells, whistles, any atmosphere, just bludgeon you like straight in the head. So there's none of that fucking, there's no reverb at all in it. It's just fucking straight in your fucking head, you know. And the production on it is fucking, and the way, the nuances and the way Tom sings in it, because I think the newer stuff, he shouts a lot.
Everything from the fucking first scream of Angel of Death through to the fucking the rain falling at the end of Rainy Blood is just fucking, you know, perfection. It's just awesome.
And if you do only vinyl, that last groove is the rain continuously.
Alright,
yeah.
Might have known it at one point.
Yeah.
I must have done when I played it on the vinyl. But...
So yeah, what we got, Angel of Death, probably one of the greatest metal songs
ever.
And
greatest thrash, definitely one of the fucking greatest, if not one of the greatest metal songs, yeah.
Jeff
They're just fucking awesome. They say from the
lyrics.
Scream, the lyrics.
The breakdown in the middle.
That time you try to sing along to it. I always try to sing along to it. Like, you know,
I know the words off by heart.
Yeah, I have done, but I think I kind of forget. Nowadays.
Piece by piece is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Necrophobic's completely mad. I like the way Altar of Sacrifice goes into Jesus Saves. With
it feels like everything goes into everything almost. It feels like it's so fucking unrelenting. Yeah.
The riff at the beginning of Jesus Saves is just fucking awesome, and that's
listening on CD or cassette is even better because you haven't got to stop halfway and turn it over. I mean, just listen to it all the way through. Like,
pretty insane with that weird fucking cymbal work that Dave does at the beginning. It's quite bizarre, but great song. It's just like weird, but that's a great song. Reborn Epidemic, that little breakdown in Epidemic, fuck me. Post-Mortem, it's fantastic. That's the slow song on the album. And the way that goes into Raining Blood is just fucking the bollocks. And Raining Blood, you know. Fucking crazy ass stuff. I mean, even though it is kind of has kind of fantasy satanic stuff on it, it's more serious.
And that's a fucking cool picture as well.
Oh yeah, we ain't talked about the front cover. It's, I can't remember the guy. The guy's called Larry Carroll, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do this artwork. He only does this for Slayer.
Yeah.
All this weird art just for Slayer.
All these other stuff with buttercups and
pretty much. It's like really bizarre, you know. But I mean, that's like shows you how serious they were. That art was really
it was quite
adult.
weird though. They suddenly went on to this style of art, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of. There's no other sort of thrash bands even similar if you think about it at this time. This, you know...
I think they want to get serious.
Yeah, when they had the first album with the Demon on it, I mean, that was like, you know...
You do that sort of thing.
Yeah, when you've got no budget to fucking do it. But then, I don't know how they come to start using this guy and how they discovered... And you don't know where they've got him from. Surely the record company had something to do with it, didn't they?
Or some sort of idea.
Or somebody knows the guy.
He did South Evans Seasons as well. And Cross Illusion.
Yeah. Weird stuff.
Yeah, and bit stiffy though. At a pass-through centre. But it is fucked up.
It looks like it's coming out the side of his leg, that's why.
Yeah.
I suppose it could be. Oh, there's one, there's another, so it's like a tail. It's probably a demon tail, mate. It's probably supposed to be a demon tail.
I think that's an erection. We've gone back to Juvenile again. But what is it about the album? It's just, there's something special about it. It's hard to put your finger on it.
It's just fucking all that insanity and speed and...
What I love about Tom's old vocals is he put a bit of growl in his vocal. Like nowadays, like with the modern albums, it's more him just shouting his ear off, which is great.
That might be because his voice hasn't quite
the nuances, maybe.
Yeah,
I just love that he's like his vocals on this. So that's it.
That's your...
Not a surprise number one, is it? Really?
No.
So I know you won't agree, but hopefully.
I think Metal Mickey did his Top Slayers, and he didn't agree at all.
No,
I don't think he did. I know it might have been a different series actually, when he was comparing the big four.
Oh, that thing,
by albums actually. Yeah, that was a different thing. But anyway, good stuff.
So like it, make some comments and tell us your...
Leave some comments. Just remember, all opinions voiced in this video are Elric's. All Elric's. Nothing to do with me. It's Elric, sir. He's a fucking cunt. You tell him.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're off to get pissed.